trap claw and somehow still managed to fumble away in the last 2 minutes. I swear, man, being a Knicks fan should come with hazard pay. Let's be honest. Tonight we didn't lose because Jalen Brunson was out. We didn't lose because OG was out. We lost because we could not get stops. Not one when it matters. And shout out to Deuce McBride, 25-piece. Bridges gave us fight. Cat with 22 and 16 boards. But Miami hit 14 threes and we hit 9. That's the ball game right there, y'all. So tonight, Knicks and Ish family, we got to talk. Who steps up in this injury stretch? Can Mike Brown's systems actually produce stops? And why we keep letting teams cook us in crunch time? Welcome to Knicks and Ish. Let's talk about it. Let's go Knicks. Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it.
Hit that intro.
Mic check 1, 2.
Active!
Tell these rappers I'm outside, get them start acting up. Turn the hoes to housewives and cleaning the ratchet up. Do it off from boom back to melody rap. If they gon' put you in the box, then you might as well pack it up. Bars having bars, no cap, I'm Attica, you a precinct. How y'all competing when y'all just decent? Your rhyme efficiency's like logic simplicity. Don't tell me how much that you black, cause I don't see it. That's it. Welcome to Reset.
Fuck the ball! Fuck everybody on the front! When we see you in the finals, bring that same energy, nigga! Yo, 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 yo! It's your favorite panel. Shout out to the crew. Shout out to everybody here. I'm your boy, the infamous one, Knickerbocker Ave, joined as always by your favorite panel here on YouTube, including, but not limited to, the First Lady of Knicks and Ish, Mrs. Knicks, and our fantastic co-host, Mr. Kev Rodriguez. And a special welcome to our special guest. We call him Domstradamus on the Bleed Blue Show, and we call him Mr. DiNardo. Of course, if you feel like it. Mr. Get Off My Lawn, Dominic DiNardo. He's here with us, as well as, you know what he is. He says it every week. He says it every show. Yes, that's right. Tea Time, the Spark Plug. Shout out. Let's do some quick, business here. We want to thank each one of you for liking and subscribing, to your favorite panel here on Knicks and Ish. Be sure to hit that like button. Make sure you hit that comment. Make sure you subscribe. Subscribe, folks. And sharing is always caring, because you know what? The more people know about us, the more people will continue to jock our shit. More on that later. Ladies and gentlemen, the New York Knicks fall 115 to 113 to the Miami Heat in the third meeting, remain winless on the road. I think T-Time kind of narrowed it down a little bit. Deuce McBride, 25 points, 5 rebounds. He had the green light pretty much the entire night. He was, firing all cylinders. He even yammed it on somebody. We probably got that later. Mikal Bridges, 23 points with 3 rebounds and 4 assists. Even though he got 22 and 15, I'm a little disappointed in the performance that Karl Anthony Towns had tonight. Me personally, and then the bench. The bench was 2 guys, just 2. 2 guys scored on the bench, and it's Jordan Clarkson and there was Josh Hart. After that, nobody did nothing. Let's go around for initial thoughts. Mrs. Knicks, would you please lead us off? What did you thought about tonight's game?
I'm upset, to say the least. I think we gave them this game a lot of non-Knicks basketball down the stretch, to say the least. I'll start with my stat, which has not told a lie yet. 23 assists. It's not going to win us basketball games. We have to move the rock. 25 and more, please. Let me start off with what I liked. I like that someone else took the lead today, right? Because like we said last show, it may not be the same guys every night. And so tonight it was Deuce. And I appreciated that. What I didn't like was that our number 2, who some Knicks fans think is our number 1, did not step up the way he was supposed to, right? In the absence of the captain, the number 2, aka Cat, aka the Big Bodega, is supposed to go on. My bad. I don't know what I paused on, but
it wasn't a pause. We're putting out an APB on that guy because I've been waiting for him all night too. Just so we know, I'm waiting for him too.
I'm just like, if the first half of last game didn't show you that no one on that team can hold you, why would you not attack today? I don't understand. But yeah, that's how I'm feeling. And let me. There's a Heat fan in the chat that wasn't in the chat last game, so don't come in the chat this game. Let's go. Next.
Hold on, before we go on. Yeah, I didn't see the Heat fans comment. You know what I mean? But this is the corny shit that I don't like. This is the corny shit I don't like. If you man enough to pull up when you win, we was here when you lost. It was no congratulations, salutations, or good games on that night. So don't show your punk ass now. You know what I mean? Go back into the shadows from which you crawled out of. You feel me? If not, give GGs, but be respectful. That's all I ask. You know what I mean? Continue. You feel me?
That Heat fan, all I can say is you can eat a dick, bro. That's just all I gotta say. Next.
Your freight stand's been open since before the game, before we even started the live. Yo, yeah, I don't know what got into Knickerbocker half today.
I'm in a mood today. I'm in a mood. I'm not putting up with nobody's bullshit today because if I can be here when I win and I can be here when I lose, so can you. I'm just saying. Next.
Go ahead, Kev.
I mean, what can you? I mean, listen, man. It was a tough game. We got to figure it out on a defensive end because there was plenty of times we've had plenty of opportunities to win this game. I think we let this one get away from us. We didn't take advantage of the leads that we had. We didn't attack the way we should have attacked. I felt like Cat hurt us in the first half when he had I think it was like 2 points only in the first half, which I think was nasty work. I think he should have took advantage of the mismatch opportunities that he had when he had Norman Powell on him. I think he waited too late in the game to take advantage of it. And just bad decisions down the stretch. Shout out to Deuce for trying to keep us in the game, for playing hard. I seen they were kind of like getting at him for the last shot that he took, but you know, my guy Deuce is a bench player. Like he's not the number one guy on his team. So for him to be aggressive like the way he was, I'm not mad at him. But I do think that Cat you know, like my guy that was in the chat the last game, he said that JB passed the torch to Cat and so forth and so far, right? But in this game, there was none of that in the first half at all. Like it was just a no-show from him in that game. And those 2 bad threes that he took in the second half was just terrible, if you ask me. But if guys just got to get stops, man. And I think that was one of the biggest problems that we have towards the end of the game. We just couldn't get stops when we needed to. Miami was taking advantage the whole time. Turnovers killed us. We rebounded well, but we just couldn't take advantage of certain opportunities, and I think that's what hurt us down the stretch. So, I don't know, man. Like it was a tough game, man.
Nostradamus, your thoughts on the game?
For far too long, I'll put it this way: the Knicks could have hired John Wooden. He can't teach basketball IQ, and that's where I always feel Karl Anthony Towns is lacking. I think his basketball IQ is that of an Egg McMuffin on too many occasions. He lets his feelings get involved with the game. When it ain't going his way, he's pouting. Again, we're like Kev said, we should have won this game, but guess what? You had to sit on the bench because you got 5 retarded fouls again. When we're already shorthanded people, you're sitting on the bench because you can't control these stupid ass fouls that you get night after night. So again, be careful what you wish for, because it was only 5 minutes ago, Knicks fans, including us, some of us, was high as shit, scoring 135 points. You ain't going to score 135 points every night. It don't work that way. But if you ain't getting stops, you're going to lose. Because guess what, guys? We played Miami 3 times this year. We lost 2 out of 3. Again, as Av said, we haven't won a road game yet. So where do we really stand with this new regime, this new bench? 2 guys scored off the bench tonight. Just 2. Deuce McBride played his ass off. He shot 23 times, but guess what he didn't have? He didn't have 1 assist. So it was like, I get the ball, I shoot the ball. Hey, it worked for a while. He brought us back in the game. And then what happened? The ball went to Karl Anthony Towns, and he did Karl Anthony Towns type shit. So, it was an easy winnable game, guys, because guess what? Both teams were shorthanded, just like we were the other night when we scored 190 points. It is what it is sometimes, but they got to get their act together. Karl Anthony Towns and Josh Hart, I am so sick of hearing them bitching after every play. That shit is annoying, guys. Get back on defense. Get your head in the game. Do the basic basketball stuff. It just seems to elude them far too many times. And honestly, guys, even as a Knicks fan, it's hard as hell to watch, man. Serious. Between the bitching and the jacking up, as Av's been saying, for how many games we've played now? 12? Averaging 35 threes a night. Sometimes 40. One night, 55. If this was your game plan, God bless you. I don't think it's long standing. I don't think you've got the arms or the guns to continue going down this path with these 3-pointers. But we'll see. We're all Knicks fans on the line. We could have our critique, our criticism, and our hopes and joy. But they got to do some adjusting, guys. Don't give me this shit about pace. That Mike Brown came in here with his white horse, and we're going to have this pace that is off the hook like he had last year when we were 26th in pace and his team was 22nd. Major difference, huh? No. Let's just get our shit together, as Kev said. Let's get back to playing defense. I don't care who the coach is. We got some of the same players that were on this team last year that busted their ass playing defense. Now all of a sudden we're, giving up 116 points a night really ain't that bad, T. We'll be okay. No, we won't. No. But I'll digress. It was a sorry loss that we should have won.
You know what's crazy is that I echo the same sentiment in terms of the pace thing, because Coach Brown and the entire NBA, all the talking heads are just keep on talking about how the Knicks are going to increase their pace. They're still one of the bottom rung teams in terms of pace. Still. And then my biggest question is that what are you going to do when you have teams that are just that much faster than you? I mean, you saw that in the Indiana series in the Eastern Conference Finals last season. When you have a team that gets up and down the court, what do you do? Detroit had moments in the playoffs as well where they got up and down the court. What do you do? How do you slow them down? How do you keep them in front of you? How do you stop them? So while on one hand we can commend the Knicks for increasing their point production and averaging at about 125 to 130 a night, and still manage to launch 35 to 43s as long as they're hitting them at a 40% clip. I can give two shits how many threes they take. But in tonight's case, when you're shooting 35 threes, you hit 9 of them. What else are you going to do? Okay, so you're going to then attack the paint. Okay, but what do you do when you have a team that does that too? Miami is one of those teams. They will attack the paint. What do you do? This is the question I'm going to keep on reiterating over and over again until someone can give me an answer. What do you do when a team that you're trying to be either faster than or trying to dominate into the paint, what do you do when that team can also do that? And in some cases, especially in Miami's case, they can do it better. They do it more efficiently. They do it more frequently. And they do it in a way where it seems like all they have to do is just use add a little bit of aggression, a little physicality, and they can throw the team off the game. This does not look like the pedigree or the ingredients of what we consider to be a conference championship contender or NBA finals contender. This seems to be like a calamity waiting to happen.
So my major issue tonight is how long it took Cat to get into this game. Second half, I have no problem with his play pretty much, aside from, which Kev already alluded to, the 2 bad threes that he took. Yeah, I mean, to go from scoring, 2 points in the first half to finishing with a total of 22 and 16. Second half, obviously, he chose to be more aggressive. That should have been from the starting tip of the game, like Mrs. Knicks alluded to, because we saw in the first game that we played, the last game that we played in the Garden, that nobody could check him. I think I get it. He was trying to make the right play. I was watching the game. I saw him, passing out of double teams and trying to make the right play. But here's the problem. Like, the double team is coming, so you have to make quicker decisions with the basketball. And I don't think he did that in the first half. Offensively, I felt like too many guys was trying to leave an imprint on the game and was forcing the issue, Deuce being one of them. Somebody mentioned that he had 0 assists. I can't remember who said that. But I agree. I thought that sometimes he was just taking bad shots because he was trying to leave an imprint on the game. And it wasn't just him. It was everybody. I felt the same way about Shamet. I felt the same way about Jordan Clarkson. We weren't playing the same brand of basketball that led us to the win the last game against the Heat. Everybody was just trying to be the guy who stepped up instead of playing, cohesive team basketball. The only person on this team I want to see maybe trying to, and still playing in the system, but maybe trying a little bit too hard. The only person that get that pass from me is Cat. Cat is the only one that I want to see trying a little bit too hard. Everybody else needs to be playing in the system and taking the shots where they're allowed. Yeah, I mean, or where it benefits them and the team the most, not trying to play hero ball. And I felt like, especially in the first half, I saw a lot of that. And with JB and OG being out, coming down the stretch of the ball game again, I'm gonna be perfectly honest and transparent with the fans. I fell asleep, but from what I gathered, from what I gathered, listening to the post game, looking at stats and all the other things before I got on the show tonight, Frank was good. My geyser. I would like to have seen Macau involved in that last like couple of sequence when it came to the game being on the line. We seen how efficient Macau could be as a closer. Yeah, I mean, I will refresh your memories to the game against Portland when he hit that big game winning three. And all eyes is going to be on Cat in the situation, especially when uh what you call it, JB is out. uh I'm not super mad at Deuce for making a quick decision to try to get the layup. He did have the angle, he did get past his man, but that's just not a situation I'm really comfortable with putting Deuce in. uh, I'm more comfortable with us running something for Macau and getting him the opportunity to tie the game. But yeah, that's something that I would have wished I would have saw is that Macau, even when we got the offensive board, somehow get the ball to Macau, whatever the case may be. Because if you're cat, they're going to try to close on you. Even though he did got a pretty good look, but yeah, I'm gonna land the plane there. That is that. Tonight it was a nasty loss. I will say this too. I'm gonna reiterate what happens when the threes don't fall. Tonight wasn't a great
Mm.
3-point night, and I don't feel like we adjusted. Uh, Knickerbocker Avs mentioned the Heat being able to go to the basket and run the floor and do some of those things a little bit better than the Knicks. I agree. Like our one strength would have been threes, but that didn't fall tonight. Again, there was no real plan B to win this game. You feel me? We still chucked up 36 3-pointers and only made 9. That's nasty work. You know what I mean? So with me landing the plane, my question to the panel is this: How much? How much did missing Brunson and OG in the fourth quarter matter? Yeah, I mean, who started the show tonight with the?
I
Anna
don't know.
started.
Go with Anna, but we can go. We can go with Dom. Your
I
Go
bet.
ahead, Dom.
you.
So,
You're gonna miss two of your best players, guys. That's a given. That's where your team comes to becoming a team. We identified a couple of good things, T, with our guys out. We definitely need them. We know that. We identified and Shamet is not Jerry West. He had a very good game. What we as Knicks fans get high off of everything little. We need Brunson, and believe it or not, I think OG just gives us that little something extra that the guys that are trying to fill in for him don't. They'll either give us points, less defense, or less defense, no points. So, in a nutshell, T, yes, we miss Brunson and OG because we only scored 113 points when we're averaging only 116, but still, there was really, again, Brunson would have maybe shot 23 times, but he would have had at least 5-6 assists. That's not Deuce McBride, guys. We're when this happens, see, we'll expect too much from people that can't do what we're expecting them to do. So, in a nutshell, yeah, we need those two back ASAP.
Kev?
um, I'm gonna say, man, like, go ahead, Anna. What you said? You was gonna say something?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe if y'all haven't done so, and hit the super chat, y'all. Nobody mentioned the super chat earlier. We got the super chat there for y'all.
Thank you,
Oh,
sis. Much appreciated.
facts. Well, I mean, y'all gotta remember who's been the most clutch fourth quarter player in the NBA for the past year or two, and Jalen Brunson. I mean, this is a game where you know he would have took over in the fourth quarter. You know what I mean? And instead of 23 assists, we probably would have had like 33 assists because he probably would have had like 10 because before he got hurt, he was moving the ball around. So he was getting guys involved. And like I said, he's been the most clutch player in the fourth quarter. It's a fact. You could Google it. This is not me just making shit up or none of that. OG would have gave us that defensive presence. You could have threw him on Norman Powell. You could have threw him on the Mexican kid. What's his name?
Marquez,
Jaquez.
Yeah, because that kid is good.
Fuck that guy.
Like yeah, it is. Fuck that guy. But at the same time, like, he would have been that defensive presence that we lack right now at this moment. And he probably would have helped us get some stops. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, of course, those two guys are definitely a miss. But JB, man, that Mr. Clutch. We don't call him Mr. Clutch for no reason. You know what I mean? And this is a game right now would have been over before the third quarter was over if JB was playing tonight.
I have to. I mean, given we've already lost to Miami in Miami with them on the court, but that was before they got their legs under them. I have to second whatever everyone else has been saying. Without a doubt, this game would have been over. This wouldn't even been close. And that trolling Heat fan would fucking have to agree with that one.
Right. He
there
would
was
have been back in the shadows.
There is no way that anyone in Miami would have been able to slow down both OG Anunoby, Jalen Brunson, Deuce McBride. They wouldn't have been able to do it because now it would have been the third time they would have seen him. And not only has Miami been able to adjust, but the Knicks have as well. And let's just be freaking honest. Which team has the more talent right now? The Miami Heat or the New York Knicks? Oh, I know. That's us, motherfucker. I mean, for Christ's sake, this game would have been over had those two guys been on there. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. But you have to play the team that's in front of you. Dom has been quoting this to me for about more than 5 or 6 years. You play the team that's in front of you with the team that you have. And unfortunately, this version of the New York Knicks did not answer the call. They came into Miami. They came in a little flat-footed. They let Miami get into an early run. They let them hang around for too long. They relied too much on threes. They turned the ball over a total of 17 times for 24 points. They didn't move the ball around, as Anna alluded to. They didn't 23 assists versus 29. And frankly, that was the Knicks gift wrapping a game that Miami could, if they were at full strength, they could have possibly have won. But neither one of them, neither one of those things happened. So unfortunately, we're at a point where we're still asking the question: who's the next man up? I think T-Time actually, hit it on the head, right there on the head. He freaking said it. The one person we need to be stepping up is the supposed number 2, the guy that we passed the torch to. Because I'm still waiting for him to show up in the comments, and I'm going to be sitting here waiting for his ass. I know, he's not coming.
He's not going to show up.
I know he's not. We're all going to work tomorrow. We're going to be like, yo, did that dude ever show up? No. But the guy that we're talking about, the guy that needed to step up tonight, he got 22 points, and this is not hate because we expect more from him. We know he can do more, and that is coming from Karl Anthony Towns. You're the all-star. You're the $56 million man. You're the guy we traded 2 key components of our core to bring here to be the missing piece. And right now, we're still missing that piece now. Let me land the plane there.
Sis, you didn't speak yet on this topic.
I mean, we're missing both of them dearly. I mean, like Kev said, he took the words right out my mouth. Like, end of the game, the ball's in JB's hand. You know what I'm saying? And not to say Deuce is incapable, because I absolutely believe in Deuce. I think the shot he took was not his best shot. But if that kind of space would have been given to JB, that we win the game. Like, hands down, no questions asked. OG is absolutely missed in a game where, you know, we need a defense. We need one of our better defenders on the court. And not to mention, offensively, he's been giving us great numbers this season. So absolutely, they're both missed. I mean, I hope they recover fast because I can't take much of these games. I'm too old. I'm in my 40s. My heart can't take it. My blood pressure. I don't take my blood pressure medicine at night. I take it in the morning. So I can't be having it rise at night.
To answer that question, my own question is, I wore this shirt for a reason. Obviously, we missed the cap. You know what I mean? Best closer in the game, in my opinion, and what sets us above every other team in the league is Jalen Brunson. You know what I mean? Especially in games like tonight when it comes down to the wire, I don't think outside of I can't name anybody right now. I can't name anybody active right now that in the last minute or couple seconds you want the ball in their hands more. And I'm really thinking maybe Steph. Maybe Steph. Outside of that, I'm not giving you anybody. I'm not giving you anybody over the cap. When you need a bucket in the last minute or the last seconds of a game, Steph is the only person I'm probably giving you over Jalen Brunson that you want the ball in their hand. So yeah, we miss the cap. And
bro, why are you still talking? Like, why are you still talking? You
But
wasn't here
but but this is the thing though. This is the thing though. This is the thing though.
Hold on. We gonna cook him in a second. We go put. Yeah, matter of fact, here's somebody put the comment up right now. So when I finish landing the plane, we could immediately turn our attention to this, right? We're gonna once I finish landing the plane, I'm gonna immediately address that. But
this is only a courtesy, bro. But I'm just letting you know this is gonna be the first and last time we're telling you.
Yeah, yeah. So, like I was saying, Jalen Brunson, only person I'm giving you above Jalen Brunson as clutch, like I would, is Steph. But
not
other than that,
Not even Dame?
No, not even Dame.
Dame ain't Dame no more.
Yeah, I'm saying right now, right at this moment. You feel me?
Okay.
Steph is the only one. Dame ain't Dame. Like, if you was asking this question,
you got Luka. You still got Luka.
I'm not taking Luka over Jalen.
No, I'm just saying that he's a guy that you could go to for that shot. He's done it. We've seen him do it.
Kev, I'm not arguing that part for sure. Yeah, I mean, Luka is clutch.
Right.
I'm just saying I'm not taking the only person I would take over JB in the clutch is Steph.
Oh,
yeah, I mean,
okay. I got you. I got you.
And then talking about OG, obviously, what OG does is valuable on both ends of the court. You know what I mean? His defense, his versatility, all of those things is needed. Yeah, I mean, to me, he's one of the best defenders in the NBA. Should be perennial when it comes to decoy conversations. So yeah, obviously we need those guys. Now, he said, "What? I told you, y'all are garbage."
I'm not,
bro. First of all, hey, brother. We just put the ass last game. We just put belt the ass last game. And that's without our best player. Granted, y'all missing some people too. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna take away our good Bam, and I'm not really sold on Tyler Hero, bro. He puts up points, but to me, he don't promote winning basketball. You know what I mean? He puts up points. To me, he's a stat pattern. Because when it matters, Tyler Hero don't get buckets. You feel me? He get buckets when it's convenient and comfortable for him. You know what I mean? But I promise you in a 7-game series, y'all can't beat us. You feel me? If we're both healthy. That's a fact. Yeah, I mean, but where were you when you lost? That's
Oh,
the
he
problem
claims he
I have.
wasn't here. He claims
He
he
was
wasn't
not
here.
here.
He wasn't here.
Yes,
Yet
he
we
was.
are
He
here.
was here
We're
the
not
first
hiding.
time. He was here the first time.
Right.
He
Yeah,
was
he
here
was
the
here the
first
first time.
time.
He
Facts,
was.
he was.
He
The
was
first
here the
time,
first time, laughing and calling us bums the first time, and that's okay. I didn't even get mad at that. I laughed. I laughed. That shit don't even phase me.
but when they
We
lost, he
lost
was
it.
MIA.
Am
But
I?
the thing is that he don't know the history. He's not a real Heat fan if he don't know the history because really you don't own us. You really don't own us. But I'm gonna let you slide with that one because you probably young. You know what I mean, and you don't really know the Heat history like that. So it is what it is, man. I'm not mad. We're gonna get y'all when it matters most. And we just gonna put belt to ass like sis would say when it matters most. That's it. Period. Because we know what kind of team we got. Once we fix our little issues, man, we're gonna wash y'all up, man. So I hope you come back with this same energy the next time and not hide like you did the night before when we washed y'all up really bad. Cause we washed y'all up. We really packed you up and you was nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. You don't act 63, bro. You don't act 63 the way you acting on the chat. You acting like a child.
Yo,
You acting like a straight child. You not 63, bro. Stop it. Cut it out.
36 maybe,
Acting like
not
you
63.
yeah, he said 63, but you don't
Right.
stand on business. You feel
So
me?
so listen, man. You wasn't here the last time. You would have showed up when we washed y'all up in that second game. I would have showed you respect. But right now, you're not doing it, bro. You're not doing it.
Before anybody else address him, I'm gonna say this about when people throw their age out. I hate this. You feel me? I hate this with a passion because a lot of times when they do it is when they're not showing respect. You feel me? Like if Dom tell me, yo T, I'm this many years old, I respect Dom because Dom is always showing respect. I'd be like, yo, my bad, OG. You feel me? But when you come here and you not being solid and you try to use your age as your crutch, man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Nobody trying to hear that you 63. Because a 63-year-old man, in my eyes, when you show up to a pod to troll and when you lose, that age at that age when you lose when you show up to a pod when you win, right? At that age when you lose, you should be also able to show up and go, yo, good game, y'all. So I don't care how old you are. Throw that out the window.
You were doing the stream. We were here on Friday. We were here when we lost. We were here when we win. We're here all the time. The only time that we don't is when our age hits us and we fall asleep. That's when the only time we don't see it.
Facts. So unless does anybody else want to address the Heat fan or can
it's not even addressing him, T. This is the world we live in. Too many people have a keyboard, too many people have a microphone, and they really don't know what to do with it. So they just throw shit and hope it sticks. I mean, we gave this individual probably 6 more minutes of fresh air that we could have used down the road. He stole 6 minutes of oxygen from us.
6'7".
6'7". Yo. So all right, so let's move on then, right? Because the last thing we was talking about before we was talking about the Heat fan was, how much did we miss JB and OG tonight? So my question to the panel is this: who should get more burn? Right? Which player tonight showed that they deserve more minutes going forward? Nickelback Ave, you could shout out who should start.
Who should get more burn? I mean, I like that I saw Muhammad Diawara get a little burn in the beginning. I really like to see what he would develop into. Honestly, after that, I'm not really sold on giving Pacome Dadier any. I mean, I haven't seen enough of him to, for him to, to warrant additional minutes. I do like the idea of giving Tyler Kolek some more minutes, though, considering that we do have availability in the backup point guard spot. We haven't seen that. We haven't seen that in a couple of weeks now, and I'm just trying to wonder why. Because it wasn't like he wasn't doing what he needed to do. He was stepping up. He was playing a little bit like a mini JB in a lot of ways. And so the fact that he hasn't done so in a while is kind of like it's kind of concerning. But then again, Coach Brown seems to know what he's doing. He's limiting his rotation to to about 9-10 guys, and you know, but I'm not seeing a lot of. I'm seeing a lot of the same guys, and yes, they're producing, but at the same time, wasn't that the whole scheme of things of the reason why we hired him? We hired Mike Brown so we can develop guys, our younger core, and then we can also not overexpose our starting lineup. And I'm sorry, but how many minutes did our starters play? I mean, did anybody look at the number? I mean, you got Karl Anthony Towns playing 33 minutes. You had Mikal Bridges 39. Shamet played 39. McBride played 39. Mitchell was the only starter that didn't play. He only played 18 minutes. But then you had Jordan Clarkson playing 26. You played Josh Hart 34. Where's Dottie? Where's Huck Porty? Where's Tyler Kolek? Where's that Brooklyn kid, Tosan Iwawawam. I can't even pronounce his name. It's kind of crazy. But, I mean, I'm not expecting to go down 15 deep, but I'm expecting, our starters to not be playing that much, considering that was the whole point as to why we even hired Mike Brown and we fired Tom Thibodeau. Because if we're still going to be playing our starting lineup close to 40 minutes a night this early in the season, then for crying out loud, then why did we fire Tom Thibodeau? Can anyone answer that question? I digress.
I don't have an answer to that question, but I will say this: when we're shorthanded, you put the best guys on the court. Well, regardless, but especially when you're shorthanded. And I don't. I want to win basketball games. Like at this point, y'all know I'm Mama Knicks. I root for the young guys, but they need to develop in the G League. They cannot cost us games in games where we're in it to win, right? And so I'm not putting in a Dottie or even I'm surprised Diawawa even got 1 minute, or anyone else. The starters are gonna have to man up at this point until we get our guys back and we can lower them back into the lower 30s, because we can't just put the younger guys in, hope to see growth in them in game this in game play and lose games. We can't. Now, if we were getting our ass whipped, yeah, put them in, let them figure it out, but not in a game where we can win. You don't. I want to win basketball games, and they're gonna have to suck this shit up. Pause until JV and OG come back.
To be honest with you, like they in the doghouse. I think I don't see them guys getting any minutes anytime soon. I think you're gonna still see the Jordan Clarkson, the Deuce McBride, the Josh Hart, those guys, Mitch, and I think that's about it. You know what I mean? Shamit. I think those are the only guys that you really gonna be seeing out there. I think everybody else is a wrap. Unless any of the bench players gets hurt, that's the only time you'll probably see them young guys play. I think Mike Brown G'd us. I think he threw that at us to make us feel better because of our situation with Tibbs, who I love, by the way. I love Tibbs, man. Like, but I think he G'd us, man. He G'd us. That's it. Simple. You teased us. Let's be honest. Like you gave it. You let us watch and get excited with Tyler Kolek for a little while. Same thing with Huck Porty. Like here, shut up, and then now as the season is progressing, we're not seeing none of that. So at this point, I think we're gonna see who we're gonna see. Um, I like how our bench is playing until we get those guys back. And like Anna said, they just gonna have to step up keep playing with that next man up mentality until the Cap and OG come back. Period.
Dom.
Kev is too funny. There's four words I hate saying. I told you so. I told you, especially Av, because Av hears me the most. Our best players off the bench are still Josh Hart and Deuce McBride. I don't give a shit what smoke and mirrors that you bought into with this new coach and this. I have guys, we're Knicks fans. We got to accept what we have. But I keep going back to when I looked at the end of the bench last year, I said, oh shit. When I look at the end of the bench this year, I say, oh shit. It's like Adam said, somebody's gonna have to suck it up. But that being said, there's really nobody down there, guys. I fail to believe whether it's Tom Thibodeau, Mike Brown, Anna, or anybody else in that chair, that if they had somebody they truly believed could help this team and you didn't play them, that's dereliction of duty. Period. I don't care who the coach is. But again, we bought in. I think we're buying more into we didn't want Tibbs because of whatever your reasons were. And I do not recall, guys. I swear, when the Knicks were searching for a coach, I never heard no Knicks fan say Mike Brown. I didn't. So now you give us
Nah.
you give us somebody that's supposed to reinvent the wheel. That the wheel wasn't broken, except maybe to some bizarre Knicks fans that thought we should have got further. I don't know. But all I know is, like Anna said, first of all, who's there? Y'all already, I was sitting there laughing. Y'all eliminated more people on the bench than you added to who was going to play. Well, I can't play Steve. I can't play Kev. I can't play T. So who the hell is left? There's a reason. And again, I'm gonna end it with this, guys. I told y'all too, if I'm not mistaken, don't get high, guys. The average coach runs a 7 to 8 man rotation. Whoever thought we're gonna have like he did the first couple, a 10, 11 man? Hell out of here. For y'all that don't remember, because I have league pass, the Golden State Warriors were high on the hog last year when they was running 10, 11 players. All of a sudden, the wheels came off that shit, and you never saw it again. You never heard about it again, and they went back to an 8 man rotation. That's the NBA, guys. Serious. It ain't like these guys suck. I just don't think they're good enough to play.
I I don't know if the panel remembers. And I don't remember. I can't remember what game it was, but I said it a while ago. I said, "Hey, these minutes numbers kind of look familiar." I said these minutes numbers look kind of familiar. Uh, and I don't think it's because it's a lack of talent. I think we have talent on the bench. I mean, I think I agree with Dom that our best players off the bench are still Deuce and Josh Hart. But I think there is talent coming off the bench with Jordan Clarkson. I think Yabusele, whenever you can find him minutes and he gets a rhythm, could be very serviceable. Landry Shamet showed what he could do off the bench. So I think there's talent off the bench. But the name of the game is have your best players on the court as much as possible. Like that's the name of the game. I mean, at every level of the sport, at every level of the sport. I mean, I've coached the younger kids, and the name of the game there is still get your best players on the court as much as possible. I
Shit,
watch
even y'all,
If
college
you want to
basketball.
win, of course.
Right.
Unless you got moms that are gonna like, when you gonna play my baby?
And
That's a
even
different
still,
story.
I tell him, hey, I'm the coach. Tell your baby, we working on your baby getting better so he can get more minutes. You feel me? But right now, he's not there. We trying to win. So you got like I said, I coach the younger kids. I watch college basketball, and it's still the name of the game is have your best players on the court as much as possible. So what is different from the NBA? Absolutely nothing. When you're trying to win and you're playing for something, you have your less players on the court as much as possible. Only the shitty teams have their bench in a substantial amount of times because they're not planning on winning. If you listen, realistically, I feel like this. If you want to watch the bench play an exorbitant amount of minutes, go watch the Brooklyn Nets.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Because they ain't playing for shit. The bench gonna play a lot because they ain't playing for shit. They trying stuff out over there. We ain't trying stuff out over here. We trying to win. So Mike Brown is going to do what every coach that has a contending team is supposed to do. I'm going to play my best players a lot. So, so getting to my question, right? Who showed they deserved more minutes? Answer is simple. He didn't play a lot of minutes, but his minutes was kind of cool. For what I watched, Yabusele. You gotta find if you're going to play Mitchell Robinson, limited minutes. You need another big that can defend a little bit and also crash the boards a little bit. Because you're
Man,
going out there. Nah, that's cat. That's cat. That's cat.
At this point, man, put fucking Huck Porty out there, bro. The kid, yo, listen, he even didn't get no minutes in the first half. His minutes got cut in the first half. He got no minutes in the first half.
Look, I'm gonna tell you why. I think
Huck Porty hasn't played all season yet. I don't think he's played more than a minute.
Can I say one thing? Can I say one thing, T?
Go T time. Hold on, y'all.
I think that Huck Purdy needs to go get some G League minutes and continue to work on his game. There's some bright spots with Huck Purdy's game, but when he's playing against NBA talent, you could tell that he's still not ready yet. You know what I mean? He's still not ready yet. There's bright spots. Don't get me wrong. His help defense is very good. It's not elite yet. Very good. He doesn't rebound well. He still has trouble catching the ball in traffic, and he doesn't really finish great around the rim. You know what I mean? And he's not a great rebounder. These are the knocks I have for him. And he don't spread the floor. You know what I mean? Now I'm talking about Yabu in the current system that we run fits a lot better. He spreads the floor. He's a better on-ball defender, and he shoots. I already said he spread the floor. You know what I mean? And he can catch the ball in traffic. You feel me? Like, that's why I say Yabu over Hog Purdy. No, not the Hog Purdy. I just think he has more work to do, which most second-round picks do. You feel me? Like, this is his second year from a second-round pick. Normally, they don't get burned at all. Most of them don't even play in the NBA. Let's to be perfectly honest, right? So he's still a development case, and I'm gonna land the plane there. So y'all can say what y'all need to say about Hog Purdy.
No, so I was gonna say, to T's point about playing your best players, we did that last year. We had our starting five averaged over 103 points a game. Everybody cried. All the minutes police cried about minutes. But we were the most healthiest team going into the playoffs. We just ran into a team that had a far better bench than us in Indiana. Let's not get it twisted. We ran the gauntlet that we ran all year. You had guys falling apart on other teams, and we're bitching about minutes, but our guys are still going out there, as T said, playing our best players. Who gives a shit? Why is the NBA the only league in the free world that complains about somebody playing too much? I don't get that shit, and I never will. But we were the most healthiest team going into the playoffs last year, with T averaging 40 minutes, Av averaging 42 minutes, but we were the healthiest team.
Bro, if you're going to pay me $50 million, I can give you 40 minutes a night if I had to for $60 million.
Man, Anna, let me tell you something. And I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop here. Fuck, I don't mean it. Damn some 40 minutes. I went 48 hours without getting no rest. These guys get commercial breaks, TV timeouts, halftime that's damn near longer than the game. Stop.
And official timeouts.
Yeah, stop with this nonsense. It's the only league in the free world that complains about playing too much, but your goal was to make it to this league. Get out of here. The math ain't mathing, guys. We ran our best players last year for 36, 38 minutes, and we made it to the conference finals. We haven't played 11 games, and we're down 2 players already. Really? Stop.
And you know
Stop.
what the crazy thing is? It's not even the guys that are complaining about the minutes. It's the fans.
Exactly, Anna. Yeah.
Because realistically, when Mikal made the comment last season about minutes, it wasn't because he felt he was playing too much. It's because he knew we had talent on the bench that could play. It wasn't for them complaining on minutes. I think our guys, they'll play as much as you allow them to.
I will say this, Anna.
But it's the fans.
I heard Mikal Bridges did a bitch move. A straight up bitch move. He brought that shit up because he wanted his running buddy Shamet to get more playing time.
Yeah, he wanted his teammates to get more playing time.
It was basically Shamet too, because that was his boy. Now here's a guy that you wanted to go in a game for 5 minutes to keep your streak alive, but now you're saying, "Oh my God, shut up." That's a bitch move, guys. I don't care if you're a Nick or you're a Net. That was a bitch move. You call a bitch move when it's a bitch move. It was a bitch move. I don't have no hate for this guy. I'm just saying he did a bitch move. You're the guy that wants to set records for playing, and now all of a sudden, because your boy ain't getting no light, now you want to bring it up and make the coach look like I don't want to play T. Damn, man, come on, guys. Stop. And the fans, Anna, forget about them clowns. All these Twitter GMs and no. Like they're out there playing 36 minutes. 36 minutes, guys. We ain't talking about 3 hours, 36 minutes.
This is the rare occasion that I disagree with Dom.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Very rare occasion. I'm kind of shocked by it. Like that I'm disagreeing with Dom because Dom is usually on point with what my philosophy is when it comes to this team, but with Mikal saying that, do I believe he should have said it? No. Do I understand what he was getting at? Absolutely. If you watch Shamet play so far this season, it amazes me, and what he did last year in the playoffs. You also have to be like, yo, how much games we could have won? How much more games we could have won if we just played Shamet a little bit more? You know what I mean? When our starter guys really didn't have it, if we just played Shamet a little bit more, we probably could have won some more games. And I believe that to be true because Shamet is a gamer. I don't think that there's 2 things with Shamet. I don't think under Tom Thibodeau he got the minutes he deserved, or he was put in a position to maximize his abilities, right? Sometimes I was watching Shamet guard guys about like 4 or 5 inches taller than him, and I'm like, yo, what is Tibbs doing? I know Shamet has some grit to him, but he's not physically built to be guarding somebody who's 6'8". Like that is not in his wheelhouse of abilities to do. You feel me? But I wouldn't necessarily call it a bitch move. I think that's where the disagreement comes. I think we saw a situation where a teammate and a friend saw a situation that, maybe I can help somebody, my friend who's on the last year of his contract, that I believe can help this team win, not only win, deserves to be here for a longer run, get more minutes, and probably secure a contract. Because I believe, and I'm going to land the plane here, if Shamet played more last year during the regular season, he wouldn't have had to fight for a spot on this roster this season. Yeah, I mean, I just feel like Shamet deserved. I felt last year we kind of said that here on the show that Shamet deserved more minutes last year. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, I'm gonna land the plane there on that.
But with the kind of culture, that Tom Thibodeau built, for Mikal Bridges to go out to the media. We talking about the media here in New York City. The snakes, those are the real snakes in the grass, right? You went to the media with this. You didn't have to go to the media with this. So for him to do that, I think that was like out of character, because that's not what we do here. Since Thibodeau's been here, that's not what we do. We don't go to the media with bullshit. You know what I mean? I think that could have been keep it in the locker room type shit, keep it in the family, because I think that Tom Thibodeau kind of earned that kind of respect from our players. You know what I mean? I understand that you feel like your man should get played. I get it. I'm not mad at that. I'm mad at that, but you shouldn't have had to go to the media to do that. You know what I mean? You could have went to Thibodeau. I'm pretty sure his door is wide open for all his players. I'm pretty sure he's a pretty approachable guy. People, earn that. So that's the only thing I kind of agree with Dom with.
And I don't think
in
it's
that same in that same tone, the media always takes shit out of context, right? Like,
No,
they wanted you to believe that our players were complaining about the minutes they were playing, and that to me wasn't the case. That's not what I took from that comment. I took the fact that he wanted the bench to shine too.
no, of
But
course.
again, New York media, creates their own narratives, and then Knicks fans just follow behind that shit.
But you gave the media and the fan base something to talk about
Yeah, you
by
gave them
going
the
to the
fuel.
media with the bullshit.
Right.
You
Yeah.
gave them something to talk about. You gave Knicks Twitter something to talk about. You gave the Post, the Daily News, everybody. You gave them something to
but
talk
then it
about.
also shows like these guys are human, right? Because shit ain't always perfect, right? Like, there's things that need to be worked on and room for growth on the team. And so, that was his moment. I didn't take it as a bad thing.
So, and this is the last thing I'm gonna say on this, and then we're gonna move to the next topic. Who knows what was said behind closed doors? Who knows if Mikal went to Coach Tommy T was like, "Yo, bro, yo, we got some people on the bench that could actually hoop." You feel me? And I see no real knock. This is not a real knock to Coach Tommy T. I appreciate what he did while he was here. I just didn't appreciate what he did when he went to Boston before the season started. But whatever. I appreciate Coach Tommy T while he was here, but we all know he's stubborn. You feel me? So who knows if Mikal didn't take this to Coach Tommy T before he made the statement in the media to kind of maybe try to force his hand. But yeah, I do agree that it shouldn't have leaked out. He shouldn't have did that in the media. But I also feel like the sentiment wasn't really wrong. Yeah, I mean, but moving on, because I got a lot of questions I want to ask on this topic, and we already eclipsing the hour. You feel me? It's 11:30 at night, so I'm trying to get through this at a timely fashion. So we all adults. Dom's retired, if I'm not mistaken, but everybody else got to go to work.
I need load management. I'm the one that ain't got no damn job, T. Shit.
That's hilarious. But all right. So the last topic of the night before we look forward to our next game is, can Mike Brown's Knicks get stops? This is a twofold question, right? That's just the topic. This is a twofold question, right? Does Mike Brown's system lack a defensive identity right now? And are the Knicks switching too much or not enough? I leave Knickerbocker to decide who goes first.
Go ahead, Dom.
I'm with Anna. Defense is defense. If you don't have it, again, guys, right now we're fortunate. We play in the Eastern Conference. We're a +6. We're giving up. We're plus, I think 5.6. Let's say 6 points against, points for. That's right now, earlier in the season. But that being said, guys, 115, 116 points a night. I don't think that's going to cut it. Again, I'm a quote Anna. I want to win. And I understand the NBA is this offensive-driven league, and don't nobody give two you-know-whats about playing defense. But sooner or later, you're going to have to. You look at teams like Detroit. You look at teams like Orlando that are starting to get their feet under them. They're defensive teams. They're tough teams. So we either got to man up, or me, Anna, we're going to have to realize, Anna, that shit, we better score 130 points a night, because that's what they're doing. Because right now, this ain't going to work long term, guys. I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't really even know. I think I said it last show. I don't know what to do to help this defense. I mean, the 3-point defense is terrible, terrible. And the fact that we can have the best 2 wing defenders on our team and it's terrible scares me. So I don't know how to fix it, because I can't say, they need practice or we need to upgrade that position. We have the 2 best wing defenders in the league on our team. But I also know that they're also helping mask issues that we have defensively on the team. So I can't even blame them. I don't even know how to fix this. But it needs to get fixed. And the scary part for me is that we had a defensive coach last season and had the same damn problem. And now that we don't have a defensive coach and still have the same damn problem, scares me.
So is it an individual thing, guys?
The question I was asking is this, right? Because you was kind of right there to answering the question, but you said because we have the 2 best wing defenders, right? We have 2 of the best wing defenders. So do you think the problem is that we're switching too much?
Switching, yes, and not too much. No, I think our guys need to fight over picks more. I think we should stop switching so much, and guys need to fight through the picks and stay with their man, because I think the switching is what's causing a lot of confusion. And guys not making the right plays. I don't think they know each other well enough to be able to, switch the way they're supposed to. So I say no. Everybody needs to stick with their man, fight through picks, fight through those double picks, and communicate more on the floor. Because I think fighting through picks has a lot to do with communication, right? Like, other guys need to be talking to their teammates to get through these picks. So no, we don't need to be switching more. Stick with your man.
To your point, though, T, because I didn't answer it either. We're all old enough to remember Mike Woodson, who was one of the better coaches that we had over the years. That was the problem under Mike Woodson, the switching, not wanting to go through the picks. All of a sudden, now somebody's the odd man out. And to Anna's point, Anna makes a great point. We got some of the 2 best wings, so you can't even say, hey, Anna, I wish we could get this guy. We got those guys. I always look at the guys, and I'm gonna stop right here. I think some things are just basically individual tasks. You've got to have it in you to do this. We can blame the coach all we want, but sometimes you gotta put your big boy pants on and do what you're supposed to do. I mean, the coach can't get out there and play for you. I always say that. Some things you really gotta do on your own, and that's one of them.
I mean, to be honest with you, listen, man, it's simple. Defense wins championships, and if you don't play defense, you're not gonna win a championship. Period. If you're not communicating out there with each other and showing effort through cuts and such, and etc., you're not gonna win these games. We constantly see it. The transition defense is trash. The perimeter defense is trash. We can't keep teams out the paint. And without that, bro, it's gonna be hard for them to win a championship, man. It's simple. If this is gonna be a continued issue, it's gonna be hard, man. We're gonna have a lot of tough games this year if they don't play defense.
No, not hard. No, it's not gonna be hard. They need to figure this shit out because this is our goddamn season.
No, listen, I understand what you're
They
saying.
better stop playing fucking defense because we want to win.
Nah, and that's a fact. I agree with you. I want to win too. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. This is what they've shown us on the court. This is what they've shown us on the court. They showing us trash defense. This is not just us just making it up. We watching it.
No, I know. I'm saying this so that they can listen to us and fix this shit. Cause I'm over it.
Nah, yeah, facts. You know what I'm saying? But if they don't do that, it's I'm telling you, bro, it's gonna be difficult. We can't keep scoring 140 points every single game to win games. It's not gonna work.
Nah.
It's not gonna work. Just go ask the Clippers.
Yeah. With 13 games in, guys, I don't want to act like we're jumping off the bridge. But to Anna's point, if you don't fix it now, when do you fix it? Next week? 10 more games in? 40 more games in? Next thing you know, guys, it's January. And Anna's going to be saying the same thing. Like, what happened?
No, I'm not going to be saying the same thing. I'm going to be at the goddamn bus on Wednesday. And they say,
screaming at them.
We're not accepting this shit because we want to win this season. So they better come out in Dallas on Wednesday playing some goddamn defense.
They're not playing a very good team, but so we'll that should be a boost. Now I will say this, guys: if Dallas scores 120 points, I got Anna's phone number. We're gonna have to talk.
Right.
We're gonna have to talk.
We can't.
We
can't be allowing that.
Exactly.
Listen,
that's
not sustainable.
What I mean,
it's not sustainable, bro. We're not gonna be able to be the team we need to be if if we're gonna be allowing 113, 130. Just the other game, we allowed 130 points to the Miami Heat. We had to score 140 points to win this game. It's not sustainable, y'all.
It's also the tone you want to set, right? Like we talked about it early, like probably at the end of off season. Like you want to set a tone. You want teams to fear playing us. And if you allow this shit, teams are gonna think we're just the Knicks from last season, the season before. They could come play us and have their way, and then we'll come and make it a good game in the fourth. No, we need teams to be scared of this Knicks team. We need them to not want to play us. And that's setting tone defensively is going to do that. You know what I mean? Not having guys who are no-name guys or just role players having big nights on us every night. We have to stop that shit because we need teams to fear playing us. We know we're the better team against the majority of these teams we play. We just haven't played up to our ability or played defense up to what we should be playing defense to.
Yeah, I love this energy.
Knickerbocker, talk to me, man.
I will just make it easy and keep it short and sweet. The way to beat the New York Knicks is to wait for them to switch and find the favorable matchup, because you will find it. Whether they're switching and you end up with Brunson, or you're switching and you end up with Cat, or you're switching and you end up with a smaller player like a Landry Shamet or a Deuce McBride, even though those two guys will play defense. But you will probably have a favorable matchup because they will switch constantly. Instead of playing him straight up, man-to-man, or even switching to the 2-3 zone that seemed to have worked on a number of occasions during the season thus far, it's so simple. They're going to switch. You're going to find the matchup that favors you because the guy that's defending you is not Mikal Bridges, it's not OG Anunoby, and it's not Mitchell Robinson. So you should be patient enough and beat them down the floor. That's how you beat them. Simple as that.
Playing like a bunch of shook ones on defense. Shook ones.
I will say this, guys. The thing I feared most going into this season was Brunson and Towns' defense. Because we saw it last year. When you got to take your best two players out the game and rotate them offense for defense, that's a problem. Because if I'm seeing it and you're seeing it, you know other teams are seeing it. So that when they do come on the court, they're going right at them. We got to fix that shit, whether it's help defense or, put 6 inches on Brunson. I don't know. But we've seen it last year. They go after this.
Sorry, dog. I'm sorry.
Into that
Sorry.
Brunson's issue to me is that he's just short. I don't think he plays as bad defense as people say he does. He's just undersized. Now, Cat on the other hand, God damn it, you're not undersized. You should be playing defense on your guy. There's not many guys in your position that are bigger than you. So Cat's issue, my bad. Cat's issue is, I just lost the words out of my mouth. His issue is
fouls.
His stupid fouls, yes. Stupid fouls, but just like his intensity, he doesn't want to play defense, and you can tell. To me, you can tell, T.
And I will.
Hold on. So, all right. There's a lot been said. I lost a lot of it. I ain't gonna lie, but I think I agree with everybody. Switching is a problem. It's a big issue, because like Knickerbocker Ad was saying, we get favorable matchups. Teams are going to hunt Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns. This is the weakest links on defense. Nobody's going to want to have to try to score over OG Anunoby or Mikal Bridges. That just doesn't make sense. or Mitchell Robinson. That doesn't make sense, right? Like, why would I try to score over 3 of the best defensive players in the NBA, right? So that's why switching is an issue. It's necessary at some times because obviously sometimes the teams are setting really good screens. You have to switch or they're going to get open buckets. Duh, right? But as the amount of times that we switch, it's not good. We have, like Mrs. Nick said, we have 2 of the best wing defenders in the NBA. When they are fighting over screens, when the team is fighting to get above screens, we get a lot of offensive fouls on that. And we usually get, like we've seen it already this season when the team decides, hey, we're not switching anything. Fight over those screens. We have the players that create those offensive fouls. And why wouldn't you want to do that? It gets, the opposing teams, your opposing team's bigs in foul trouble on the defensive end. Like, that's just smart basketball to me. But when you switch everything, you put Jalen Brunson in harm's way. Not only as, getting scored upon, but like potentially getting hurt as well. Like other teams do an amazing job hiding their superstar weak defender on other players. They do an amazing job at it. The Knicks, for some strange reason, whether it's Coach Tommy T or Mike Brown, they suck at it. They cannot hide Jalen Brunson enough. Teams always find a way to get Jalen Brunson on a great scorer. Not even if not a great scorer, a really good scorer. They always find a way to get Jalen Brunson matched up with somebody that can take advantage, whether it be the size or just their natural scoring ability against Jalen Brunson's defense. And to Mr. Nick's point, I don't think Jalen Brunson is a bad defender. I just think he's tiny for the NBA. You know what I mean? And it was something else I wanted to say that was kind of on that topic, but not kind of on that topic. Can't really remember right now. I hate when that shit happens. But yeah, don't do that. That don't help.
We're out an APB for that final thought of his.
Yo, so but
It went away.
boom, right? So I can't think of it right now. So we just gonna move on, right? So my final question on this topic is, I'm still trying to think. Yeah, I'm still trying to think.
And it's going to disturb you at 3:00 in the morning tonight. You're like, that's what I wanted to do.
Damn it.
It's gonna get you. It gets us all. It gets us all.
So because it was something somebody said, and I can't while we was doing this whole thing about the defense, and I can't remember what. But anyway, how much can this defense realistically improve under Mike Brown?
Kev?
Hold on, I'm sorry, I'm muted.
Well, you're not muted. I heard you.
Nah, I am. I'm muted. There we go. I'm unmuted. My bad. I mean, we got the players to improve. You know, we got some guys that play defense. It's just a matter, I think, of them hustling. You know, playing with hustle, more aggressive, more awareness. Like one of them is Cat, more IQ. I feel like we got the players too to play defense. I think right now it's just not working. So like Anna said earlier, they just got to figure it out, man. It's simple. It's how many games we played so far? 13, if I'm not mistaken. So it's early. I rather them go through this now than later, and you know, just hope for the best.
I remembered it. He mentioned his name and it popped back into my head. Pause. It was Cat. It was about Cat. Somebody said he's lazy. I disagree with that. I don't think Cat is a lazy defender. I think that he gets winded very quickly. And once he gets winded, he starts playing defense with his hands and start rebounding by pushing people. I think Mike Brown needs to do a better job at managing his minutes. I don't think Cat has the best win in the world. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think he's in the best condition.
He needs to stop eating that mango and plátanos and all that shit, man. That shit's slowing you down, brother. All that mango and fried plátano and queso and all that shit, bro. Cut that shit out, man. You need to start eating the veggies and all that meat.
Yeah, he a Dykeman. But I think that's part of the problem because you got to look at it, right? He'll start, not all games, but most games he will start pretty well. You feel me? As far as defensively goes, like staying away from the poor fouls and things like that. But as the game progressed, getting later into the first quarter, second quarter, then you start seeing him reaching. You start seeing him pushing guys. You feel me? I think it's more of a condition thing than it is a poor IQ thing. Like me personally, right? I've played in high school ball, and I've done the same thing too when I'm tired. Like, man, I can't move my leg. Get out of here, bro. I can't move my legs. Move, man. Oh, you're not getting that layup. You're not going past me. Move. You feel me? I think that the rotations when it comes to Cat need to be a little bit different. I'm not saying play him less minutes. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying his breaks might need to come sooner, and he might get back in the game sooner from his breaks. You feel me? Like, give him the same minutes. His time on the court just need to be split up. The rotations might need to be altered when it comes to Cat. I'm sorry for interrupting this segment of the questions about how realistically the defense can improve under Mike Brown, but to Nick Barker's point, I didn't want 3:00 in the morning to come and be like, ah. I remember. My fault, y'all.
Hey, hold on before we say something. I still see you two idiots in the chat.
Nah, don't even pay them no mind, bro.
No,
Don't pay
You
them
see
no
how
mind.
young that boy looks? That boy look like he's younger than Layla.
Don't pay them. Because we having a dope conversation. We having a dope conversation.
But no, but see,
Kev,
we see
I feel you,
the
Kev.
crazy shit he be saying. He's like, "Oh, Cat too busy chasing rats in New York City." Have y'all seen his girlfriend?
Yo, Kev.
Have you seen his girlfriend?
I got time today, Kev. We lost. I got time today, Kev. Yeah, I mean, so because where I'm looking at the comments at is really blocked up by a whole bunch of shit that I don't understand why it's there. So if you can post the comments, because I'm in the mood to cook a nigga today. I ain't gonna lie. We said I see you have to busy chasing rats in New York City. Bro, y'all niggas live in Miami, bro. If it ain't about the weather, bro, yo, you half of the reason why the city's in shambles anyway. All the coke that used to come through Miami.
Oh, shit.
Y'all part of the problem.
Hold on, because we're gonna give you some new music today on this one.
A word? What's that? Bum ass Miami. I've been there several times. You feel me? I've been there several times. It ain't all that, son. It's infested. We might have rats, but y'all infested by hood rats. All the tackiest women in America come to Miami. They run y'all streets. You know what I mean? Yeah, bitch. That's what your streets is infested by. Yes, bitch. Bad weaves and bad eyelashes. That's the kind of rats y'all infested by. You feel me? But yeah, you gonna come. Listen, the world gets its swagger from New York. The world, Craig. You talking about? Listen, dog. Listen. Everything come from New York. You listen to hip hop, right? Guess where that came from? New York. If we're gonna be more specific, it's the Bronx, New York. You feel me? Cool DJ Herc, New York. You feel me? The fashion and all the things that you enjoy about the culture comes from New York. So you want to talk about rats? Miami ain't nothing known for nothing good but cocaine. And those days are over. Those days are over. That's it. In Miami Beach.
Bro,
that's it.
You're saying that like
Hold on. You from Baltimore, claiming Miami?
Yo, first of all, yo.
All right, bro.
First of all, yo.
You know what? Look.
How you from Baltimore, but you a Miami Heat fan?
Yo.
Oh no, because he
worst.
on LeBron dick. That's why he was on LeBron dick when he went there.
Yo, hold on. That is the least of the worries, right? He's talking about rats,
right?
In New York, and you're from Baltimore. The amount of abandoned houses in Baltimore. Yo, they were selling houses for $1 in Baltimore because there's so many abandoned houses. Uno peso. Un peso.
All right, hold on. And now look at this idiot. Look at it. He's from New York, and he's from
Boston Road. You're ashamed. But I understand. Look how young he is. Like, come on.
Listen, any New Yorker that support anything Boston deserves anything bad that happens to him. I'm sorry.
No, he
Anything
said
that
he's from Boston
He
Road.
say
He
from
in
Boston
Miami
Road.
Dade.
oh he's from Boston Road in Miami.
He's
I
been a
don't even know
Heat
where
fan
that's
since
at.
'88. Except when were the Miami Heat established?
I don't.
Yeah.
When? I don't even. Who cares?
No, because he's claiming he's been a Heat fan since '88 because I called him out because he probably became a Heat fan when LeBron went there.
88.
I'm talking about your team, not your city. Well, guess what, boss? The team, the city, we wanted the same.
You know,
Facts.
who
Our
cares?
jerseys say New York on them, not anything else. They don't say Knicks. They don't say no. You came on a Knicks show. You want to talk to New Yorkers? Guess what? You're gonna get that New York Heat.
Bro. All I know is only thing good that came from Miami was cocaine, and it ain't the same no more. So there's that.
Yeah, they're so cool that they had to have a dude from West Philly come up with a song to make them popular. That's what it was.
Have a song.
Yeah, Welcome to Miami by Will Smith.
Oh yeah. Oh, come to Miami when he is on the early ball. Welcome to Miami. And, yo, the crazy part is not a New York nigga wrote that song. Nas.
Okay. I live in New York City for years and still bash y'all there.
Yo, that's
Real
crazy.
tough words from a keyboard warrior there.
Yeah, nah, but thank you for the few minutes of content. We appreciate it. So back to the remaining.
Be sure to like and subscribe because we appreciate it. Sharing is caring.
Back to the remaining question, right? How much can the defense realistically improve under Mike Brown?
Personally, I think
my brother Frankie know what's up. He knows what's
this
up.
Frank knows his shit. Frank knows his shit. Frank knows when we talk about music. You talk to Frankie Fingers. But how much can the defense really improve? Generally speaking, well, it can't get any worse. That's the first part. It can't get any worse.
It can. Don't say that. It can.
Yeah, I know. I may have just jinxed myself there, but
no, you gotta knock on some wood right now.
There we go. There's wood right here. Boom, boom, boom. But can it get better? Obviously, it can once when the team gets in full strength. But it starts with effort. It has to start with effort first and foremost. You have to see these guys really start to fight over screens. You have to start seeing guys, sticking to their man and really holding, making the offense, honest. First and foremost, you can't have guys like Norman Powell. You can't have guys like, and any other no-name dudes, just having big nights on it. So you have to keep the guys honest and stop leaving the three-point shot open and available, which is something that's been knocked up, as we talked about consistently on this show and probably everywhere else. The Knicks are a horrible perimeter defensive team, and they need to fix that immediately.
One thing I did notice about the defensive rotations when it comes to perimeter defense is the communication breaks down in rotations, which that's what the offense is meant to do. You know what I mean? So I'm not really trying to really jump on the Knicks for that because, that's what the offense is meant to do, is meant to make teams scramble and get confused on who's supposed to close out on who. But that's the biggest issue to me when it comes to our perimeter defense is the lack of communication. You see people pointing and be like, yo, they're trying to tell the next player to go cover the 3-point line because I'm going to stay here on this guy instead of running to the closeout and the other person seeing what's happening and running to the next person. That's where the defense breaks down, is on communication on who's supposed to close out where. And that's all I want to say about that. My fault, y'all.
What was the question again?
How realistically, how much can the defense improve under Mike Brown?
That's a tough one because to me, he's not a defensive coach. So I'm going to put it on the guys. I think it depends on how much effort our guys want to put into defense. And so I don't know if it can improve much. I think there is room for improvement in the things that we mentioned today, like fighting over picks, communicating, things like that. And we have defensively talented guys, not only OG and McCall. You know, Deuce is a great defender. Again, he's just undersized. And then we have guys that show a lot of effort defensively, right? Like Shamet, he fights through stuff. Like he's a little pest defensively, although he's not a great defender, he puts in the effort. And I just think our guys need to put in the effort as a team, as a collective, to try and make the team defense look better. And you know what? Whatever the outcome is, if the effort is at its best, I'm not gonna be mad. You know what I'm saying? If I can watch a game and say, you know what? Defensively, it looked like we played like shit, but our guys gave it all they had that night defensively, I'm not gonna be mad. But when I don't see effort and I see guys slacking, then I'm upset. So I don't know what we can do again, but I know the effort defensively is not where it needs to be. And I think the guys have what it takes to get it there. We just need to see them put it into action. And shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all Heat fans. Y'all got our chat like popping. I love it.
We appreciate you. And by the way, one of you just said that whoever wants to join your show, I accept your challenge.
Thanks. Send a link because you know what? Y'all wasn't here.
I've never heard of you guys, so I'm sorry. That's no cap or anything. I've never heard of you guys. So if you have a show and you want us on it, send me the link. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook.
Yeah. Depending on what my schedule is, I pull up. I like making fun of people.
Bro, ain't nobody scared of y'all. Ain't nobody scared of y'all. We just don't respect you because you wasn't here Friday night.
I pull up. Listen, man.
Nah.
I'm from a world where I talk so much shit in real life where I can't avoid people. So I got to show up regardless. You feel me? I'm one of my co-workers. He's a real cool kid. His name is Josiah. He's a Miami Heat fan. I got to see him tomorrow. You feel me? But also he got to see me too, and he give me my props. And he last year when we was playing y'all, he didn't want to bet this year at all. But last year I lost a bet to him. He's such a man about his business. He ran the bet back, and I got my money back. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. Like I talk shit in real life. You feel me?
But the thing is,
popping up on internet ain't nothing. You know,
the thing is like if we're gonna do some shit like that, we can't be on no immature, like we some grown ass adults, bro. You can't be. I'm not gonna come up here and start arguing with some people I don't fucking know. I'm not doing that. I don't got the time for that. I don't got the energy for that. I'm a grown ass man. I come up here to talk basketball because this is my getaway. Win or lose, I come up here. Win or lose, I come up here and I talk basketball. I'm not disrespecting nobody, and I'm not trying to take disrespect from nobody either. So if we're gonna talk basketball, we could do that. But I'm not taking no disrespect from none of y'all. I'm telling y'all right now. Because I'm not a confrontational person. I don't like to be confrontational, but it could go there. It could go there, and I don't want it to go there because I'm not like that. But it could be like that. So let's be adults. If we're gonna do that, we gotta be adults and handle shit the right way because we trying to build something over here, and we're not trying to fuck our shit up.
Yeah, we don't partake in the fuckery. You know what I mean? That's what Kev was saying. But Dom, go ahead.
Don,
Yeah,
please.
and we'll end the Florida thing with this. When you've been a successful professional organization like Miami, though we may not want to admit it, but your biggest competition is the college down the street, stop it. We're all old enough to know that the whole state of Florida is concerned with one thing: college football. College basketball is getting there. Don't get me wrong, it's getting there. But that being said, your competition's not even in the pro rank, and you're gonna sit here and talk about the Knicks. That being said, the way we can improve our defense, guys, and how it will get better is get these minutes restrictions off of Mitchell Robinson. This way, Karl Anthony Towns can get a flashback of when he played for Minnesota. And I say this a million times, Minnesota bankrolled the next 5 years of draft picks to get Rudy Gobert because they knew Karl Anthony Towns could not play defense. We'll accept his offense. We'll accept his coming and going with the Egg McMuffin fucking IQ. But just get Mitchell Robinson on the court, and that will alleviate a lot of these problems. Because to your point, T, there's been too many times where Karl Anthony Towns has had 3 fouls in the first quarter. That's unacceptable. That is purely unacceptable. That is stupid basketball. That is just an immature IQ level, whatever type shit that you can, and some of them are just so stupid and flagrant. And a lot of them are dumbass offensive fouls. So it's not even like you're trying to play defense and you happen to get in the guy's way. No, a lot of your fouls are offensive fouls, which leads me to believe that his IQ is not up to where it should be. Get Mitchell Robinson on the court, and we'll be fine.
And it's the same fouls game after game.
Exactly.
The hooking of the hand, the elbow throwing.
Yeah.
And I get it. And back to what I was saying, T, where I had lost it for a second. It's more of effort from him, right? Like, I feel like he doesn't give us the effort every night on every play. Pause. That was a pause. And like y'all said, like Dom said, it's the IQ. Like, dude, they're not gonna let you keep hooking that arm on your defender and throwing elbows. And I get it. You're frustrated because you're also not getting calls. There's plenty of calls not being made for him. And again, we said it on the show. I've said it. That's the New York effect, right? Guys have played on the Knicks that don't get calls. We talking Ewing, we talking Melo, we talking even Randall and now Cat. It's the New York effect. Even today, and I don't blame the refs on the loss. This loss was on the Knicks. But when you look at that play that they reversed that goaltend, the goaltend should not have been called. I agree with that. But there were 2 hands on his body, and that should have been a foul. That should have absolutely been a foul. Jackass had his hand on Cat's side, and Wiggins had his hand damn near on his chest. So if you went back and looked and overturned that goaltend, a foul should have been called.
You know, the sad part is I think the approximate foul only works when the team challenges. And we lost the challenge to a play that I don't think we should have lost the challenge to. That offensive foul on Josh Hart shouldn't have been an offensive foul on Josh Hart.
And if you think I'm lying, there you go.
Yeah.
You see it. 2 hands on him.
Yeah, it comes with the territory. That remind me of a few years ago when, I don't know if y'all remember. I'm pretty sure y'all Knicks fans, y'all remember. We was in Toronto. RJ Barrett was going to the basket for a dunk, and his whole shoulder got grabbed.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, and it was no foul call on that play, and it was nasty work. But with Cat, I agree that it's frustration on his end, but and I agree with that. So what I'm saying is he need to realize, but he don't have a coach that'll do that. Mike Brown ain't really the arguing type with the refs, but he needs a coach that's going to argue for him. Yeah, I mean, every single time. So he realized, like, yo, The coach got to be like, yo, don't say nothing. I'm going to see the fouls and I'm going to argue the fouls for you. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need to get frustrated, play your game because I'm going to argue for you. So he can, because I think it's twofold. You know what I mean? To Sis' point, like, he gets frustrated and he makes stupid offensive fouls, but I also think he gets tired and he makes stupid defensive fouls. You know what I mean? And this is, I'm going to land the plane here, right? I think I know what I'm going to say because I'm laughing. This is why I want a Bobo. That's what I'm saying.
Get over it now.
I can't because every time I see Cat do these things and have to go to the bench, my mind immediately goes, damn, how fire would it be to have Bobo come in and give us the same offensive punch? That's it.
But shit, at this rate, would he even be getting burned?
Yup, right. Because
Bobo,
we got players on this team. We got players on this team, and he don't even play them.
yeah, Bobo,
And this, and
Bobo
he ain't
get
even
burned.
on a team. He ain't even on a team.
Yeah.
Why no team in the NBA got him on his team on their team?
Yeah, look. This is why, you know why I stopped using that? Why I know NBA team have a player on his team. Look what happened to Melo when he left the Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
He went almost 2 years without being on the team. Like he wasn't serviceable.
Mm-hmm.
About narratives, we know this. You feel me? If the team put out the wrong narrative about you, no matter if it's true or false, everybody falls in line. No matter what sport it is. You know what I mean? And the narrative about whatever narrative it is about Bobo, it is sticking. But we also seen that his talent is undeniable when he gets the minute. You know what I mean? So I don't know what the narrative is about him. I hate it for him because that kid could ball. They always say, yo, we never seen Wimby before. I'm like, nigga, we did. Ball.
Yo, but listen, he might have that Ben Simmons mentality. No love for the game.
No, that's Cat.
You know what I mean? He might because there has to be a reason. There has to be something behind it that we don't know. There has to be, just like you said earlier, right? You said it earlier. You said it best. We don't know what goes on behind closed doors. We don't know what these coaches see that we don't see. They obviously got that job for a reason. You know what I mean? And I mean, there has to be a reason why this kid ain't got ain't on the team right now playing.
I'm gonna ask you this, right? To contradict your point, because it's gonna be a stark contradiction to your point. You know, just to let you know I'm not trying to set you up. So when Melo was blackballed for the league for the 2 years,
we talking about Melo and Bobo.
No. Listen. But it was a reason. No. But listen, Kev, to your point, there must have been a reason that Melo couldn't get on a team for 2 years. There must have been
because
a reason.
Melo kept saying, "I ain't coming off the bench."
He never said that. He never said that. Not once.
All right.
It was reported that he did. He said that.
It was reported that he never said it not once.
Actually, no. Actually, because I remember the interview that he conducted where that was implied. Because a reporter asked him, I think he was either on the Thunder or
he's on the Thunder. I remember.
Okay, he's on the Thunder, and they said, like, "What do you think about him coming off the bench?" And he said, "I'm coming off the bench. I don't know anything about that."
And then he looked
that as him saying,
and he said, Yo, P, because he's talking to PG-13. He said, Yo, P. No, he's talking to PG-13. He said, P, they said I'm coming off the bench. They said I'm coming off the bench. And PG-13 started laughing. And Melo said himself that if that was ever a conversation, that was a conversation to be had. You know what I mean? Like, but that was never a conversation. Nobody ever approached me about coming off the bench. So when his reaction was genuine shock, like, why would you say that to me? Because I'm here and they ain't say that to me. But the point is, the narrative could be made out of nowhere. Just like it was with Melo. I'm not saying that Bo's on the same caliber as Melo. I'm just proving the point. If the narrative can happen to Melo, it could happen to the Bo. That's the point. You know what I mean? If they could make up a narrative about a all-star Hall of Famer and get him to not play in the league for 2 years, who's Bobo to stand a chance against that? You know what I mean? That's the point.
What's the narrative on Bobo? Because I'll be honest with you, I don't even hear anything about him besides what you're saying.
Nobody hears anything about him besides that. I mean, that's the wild part.
This is the crazy thing is that, you know, I've been trying to like ignore the Heat fans, but one of them actually came up with something that, you know, that was very constructive. So, you know, so I'm going to highlight it. The one thing, you know, the gambling stuff. And so I'm wondering if he's involved in that shit too, because there it is.
I doubt it.
We would have heard that one.
You know why?
No,
right. I don't think Bobo,
like, you know, a big name. He's not a big name.
You know why I doubt it? Because when he get in the game, he hoops. He hoops. Right. He's not missing shots on purpose.
Yeah, that's why I don't think. Yeah. He.
Because remember, Michael Porter Jr.'s brother wasn't popular or famous.
Right.
He was the first one they got.
No, but
Porter is. Hey, Dom, ain't he like it? Ain't he doing time for that already?
I don't know if he started serving it, but he's going to. Yeah.
Right.
All right. Let's see what we can do about wrapping this up, guys, because you know it's almost 12:30. We do have to go to work tomorrow. Looking at the schedule, the Dallas Mavericks will host us on Wednesday night, and then we're in Orlando, which is kind of weird. We were in Florida, we're going to Dallas, then we're coming back to Florida on Saturday.
That's stupid.
It is. It really is, because I don't like to switch those two. And then we're on Monday. We're technically at home because we're playing Brooklyn, and then we're in Charlotte again. So
the NBA don't like the Knicks. They're not too kind to us.
I guess. So
prediction. To be perfectly honest, that's not a horrible travel schedule. I'm just saying, like all those trips is an hour. You know
it could have been better though.
Why the
you
fuck
could have went from Miami to Orlando to Charlotte
to come back to come
right. That make more sense.
The same reason they don't do all of Texas together.
No,
because don't make sense.
They used to though.
The Knicks would do that. They would usually do the triangle of death. There was the Texas Triangle. They were going to Houston. They were going to Dallas, and then to Houston and San Antonio.
The NBA is their own worst.
California, they'll go to LA, they'll visit the other LA, and then they'll go up to Sacramento and maybe Golden State. And that's how they would do that.
Me personally, I think it has a lot to do with this cup shit.
Oh,
yeah, you're right. It's that Stippy Cup.
Yeah, I think it has a lot to do with the cup shit, the way that they have to organize that. Because before that was the norm. You know what I mean? We would go through Florida in one swoop. We will go through Texas
and California,
and California in one swoop. I think it has a lot to do with the Emirates Cup. You know what I mean? But yeah, let's wrap this up. Who we play?
So we're playing Dallas on Wednesday, and then in Orlando on Saturday.
So let's start with Wednesday. Let's just do Wednesday, and we deal with Saturday when Saturday comes. I mean, after Wednesday. You feel me? So. Knickerbocker, choose who goes.
I guess I'll lead up on this one. I expect them to whoop Dallas's ass. No cap. That's
sis.
They better whip Dallas's ass.
No.
That's what they better do.
I called you for the line. the line I called you for. I need you to.
Belt to ass on that.
You know what? We're gonna have to get you a Nick belt and have like Knicks written across the belt, and then we're gonna have to trademark that shit so that way don't nobody say they did it first.
Yeah, because we do have to address that really quickly. Quickly. Anybody who's watching us, and if you like the content, we do appreciate that you know that you're liking, you're commenting, you're sharing, you're subscribing. And if you other content creators, podcasters, and influencers out there, if you like the content and you like to utilize that, we usually don't have a problem with that. But at least do us the courtesy, give us the credit that we came up with it
That's right,
first.
Joe.
Just like
Well,
I told
yeah,
y'all.
nice
you
little
told me.
act. Nice little act to Nixon ish. You feel me?
Facts.
They
That's
need
it.
to
Show
show
love.
they
We
can
show
win on the
love.
road. That's facts,
We show
Jeremy. They
love.
do need to know. They need to show. Yep.
Yeah,
That's
but I'm
right.
gonna say this, right? Because I've been telling the panel this for the last few days. Because they were rightfully so very upset. Yeah, I mean, I know y'all been jacking swagger from over here for a while. I've seen it. I've seen it for years. You feel me? Before the page started to grow at this rapid rate. Shout out to everybody who tunes in and watches. Yeah, I mean, very much appreciated. Before the page started growing at this rapid rate, shout out to the panel for facilitating this rapid growth. You feel me? But I knew y'all was jacking, but it didn't bother me. It bothers me now because they're bothered. You feel me? It didn't bother me. They're bothered, so now I'm bothered. So now you have the sauce maker, the maker of the sauce. You feel me? I wish I knew somebody who knew Italian to give me the word for this. Yeah, I mean, because Italians are famous for their sauce. So I wish I had an Italian word to give you for the sauce maker, because that's what I am. I am the sauce maker. You feel me? And I didn't realize it because this was like, yeah, you did this last year. I'm like, yeah, I did. Then there's a lot of other shit that y'all been stealing. Kev said the name that I gave for iHeart, Mr. Fuck Around and Find Out. Y'all been stealing. This been happening for years. But now I'm annoyed. So now I'm going to annoy you guys. That's the worst part about it. And all you have to do is give me credit. Again, I'm the sauce maker. I can make making fun of you the most popular thing on the internet. I could do that because I'm the sauce maker. So just give me my credit. Or give us our credit. Sorry. Give us our credit. And then y'all won't have no problems. I'm gonna land the plane there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I don't think we can go any further than that.
Dom. It's Dom's turn.
I don't even know where we're at no more.
Dallas.
Dallas.
Wednesday.
Wednesday in Dallas.
Let's just whoop Dallas' ass and move on from there. And I will say this: we have to beat. You got to beat the teams you're supposed to beat, and that's a team we're supposed to beat. So let's keep it. And I'll say this for all the listeners: support is always free. There is no charge for support. And I will admit, I love being with you guys. I appreciate you having me. This is probably one of the finer, because when we do the in the paint and R is untitled, the shit gets a little. We keep it gully here, only in sports. We get really gully with them. It gets to be like you go to bed with a headache.
If you haven't done so already, I encourage you to go to R is Untitled.
I'd love to have T come on this shit.
Because that shit, they are known for going unhinged on some of the most craziest topics, not just sports.
No.
Me, you know why that don't work for me? My temper. This is why I stepped away from spaces. My temper don't work.
Oh, I know, T. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my temper don't work for none of that.
I'll be ready to fight. I'll be ready to get
I can't do the space.
But I will admit, guys, with them guys, I always got to be that other guy, because it's like 4-on-1, but I come prepared. I don't say shit that I don't research, that I don't know. I don't talk from the top of my head. I'm semi-intelligent, and it aggravates them. So I do like aggravating people because I don't have shit else to do. So if I get a chance to aggravate you, fuck, don't talk shit. Don't do that. I'll get you. So it's fun.
My experience with spaces is this: people get wild.
Oh, fuck spaces, T.
I thought that's what y'all was talking about.
No,
it's actually a show like this.
All right, I can do that.
Okay, yeah,
I can do that.
I sent you the link, Kev. You never showed up.
I just be getting caught up, man. I really be getting caught up. Anytime, I always tell the guys and Anna, anytime after 9:00, I'm free.
Me on select days. So
Yeah.
Not
All I
me.
need is be sent the link. I'll pull up if I'm
All right.
available. You feel me? But I do you talk about spaces. I can't do spaces because
No,
that world over there is different, and I'm petty enough to wait for somebody at a nigga event. You feel me? So
Oh, wait a minute. T, are you going to Charlotte next week?
that's next week.
Yeah, next Wednesday.
No, me and T are talking about going to Charlotte for the March game.
Thank you. All right. I thought I was
Oh, okay. All right. I'm going next Wednesday.
March game, we're going to coordinate. That would, oh my God, that would be
Yeah,
amazing.
I'll be there, guy. Just let me know.
And Dom, like
I'm going Wednesday, actually.
you already know, you are welcome here anytime you speak the word.
Fact.
You feel me?
Fact.
It is never even a question. They don't even ask anymore. They say Dom pulling up, and I'm like,
Hey, Anna, are you driving?
Yeah, but let's not forget this though. We was trying to get Dom on Knicks and this for the longest since we started doing Knicks spaces.
Facts.
Yeah, wow. I didn't even
That's
know that.
How long ago? Yeah. Me
I
and T
started
Time used to
fucking
talk about that shit all the time.
I like doing this because me and T are bugged out ass Yankee fans. So, before we go, yeah, hold up, Kev.
Yeah.
Before we go, your boy was going batshit crazy last week because while we're talking, Av brought up Brunson walked out with a boot. And he's losing his mind. I can't have nothing. I can't. And you know what I did, Kev? I said, damn, T, what happened to the Yankees? All of a sudden, the shit changed. We talked about the Yankees for 5 minutes, and we all went to bed.
He needed that therapy right then and there.
That shit was funny. I meant to tell you that shit, Kev. He was sitting. Y'all saw it. I know y'all saw it.
I saw it. I saw it a lot.
I was sitting in the background crying my ass off. I said, this fucking guy's losing it. Hey, Kev. Hey, T. How about them Yankees? Oh, they can't hit. I was like, I got him. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
You know.
He's good.
Yeah, you know. But
well, folks, that will conclude.
No, bro, because T Time ain't say nothing and I ain't say nothing. Don't skip us.
Yeah, go ahead. Hurry up. My battery's dying.
Word, mine too.
I got 8%.
I'm going to say we better win.
Yes.
Not because I'm going to be there, but definitely because I'm going to be there.
Oh, that's right. Damn.
But
yeah, you know sis do what she do.
They are extreme. We're injured. They are extremely injured. And so we better take full advantage of that shit. They got Kyrie out. Anthony Davis is out. Derek Lively is out. Daniel Gafford is out. Dante Exum is out. We better handle motherfucking business on Wednesday.
Now, who the fuck is playing?
Yeah, exactly. Cooper Flag.
The Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders?
The G League players, whatever their G League affiliate is, that's what's playing.
Right.
So it's gonna be the Cowboy girls and Cooper Flag. That's basically what you're telling me.
Hey, wait, one more thing. Anna, are you driving to Carolina?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. I will be there, T. Trust me.
We got to coordinate. That's it.
Yes.
Make sure we sitting in the same section and all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, before you buy your tickets, Dom, let us know.
Yeah, without a doubt. I'm going to look it up right now.
Yeah.
When's the game? It's in March. Yeah,
so we better motherfucking win. And if we don't win, the Knicks going to have a goddamn problem at they bus tomorrow night. Y'all just call the cops. Look up the address because I'm going to be there.
Oh, my head.
I feel like this, right? I feel like the Knicks is going to win because of this loss tonight. They had a heartbreaker. You know what I mean? I think they're going to be up and ready to go and make sure that doesn't happen again against Dallas. Because I do feel like they all believe that this is the season of destiny. You know what I mean? So you can't lose games like a game to Dallas on the season of destiny. You know what I mean? Because I hate to admit it, even though Bam Adebayo and the rest of the guys are hurt, Miami is still a pretty decent team. You lost to a pretty decent team. You know Dallas ain't shit. So you can't go take that loss. So I think we win. And y'all know my favorite line. We win by a lot. You feel me? We win by a lot. And We're gonna be here talking about how we put belt to ass and how, you know, people on Twitter gonna be stealing that again. You know what I mean? So this is that. And I'm gonna
y'all know it. Y'all know it's March 26th, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I got it.
Kev,
All right, I got it locked on.
Before we go.
Yeah, you know, same thing, man. Defense. Kick their ass and let's get this W, man.
We need one on the road. That's basically what it is.
Right.
At least
We
one
need
on
our
the
first
road.
win.
Jeez.
Our first win.
Yeah, I know, right? Hey,
Our
Av,
first
are
win
you
on
coming? Are
the
you
road.
coming to Carolina?
Yo.
Say again?
Are you going to come to Carolina, Av?
I'm working on it. I'm working on getting the time off from work so I can do it.
All right.
Yeah. That'll be fire. Fact.
It's a Thursday too.
I work from home. I could work anywhere.
Yeah, I know. I work from home too.
I'm calling out.
You're retired.
I work from home too.
You're retired. Fuck out of here.
I work on getting my ass up and doing something. I'm sorry. I gotta go.
Okay,
I got 2% battery life.
Yo, Dom, have a good one, man.
Oh, thank you, fellas. Thank you. I hope Kev comes in March. You coming, Kev?
That'd be dope. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do my best.
All right.
Yeah, that'll be fire. So boom, thanks Dom for pulling up. Y'all already know the vibery. Yeah, I mean, if you didn't do so already, make sure you hit that like button. Sharing is always caring. Subscribe to the YouTube if you are a first timer. Hit that notification bell, set it to all so you don't miss none of these fire ass lives. What else I'm missing? Make sure you go to the Shopify, scrolling across the bottom. And if you're on the YouTube channel, just go to the YouTube and you can see the Shopify there and cop some merch. I'm not forgetting anything, am I? No. Sounds all right. All right. Thanks for everybody that pulled up. Again, we'll see y'all after Wednesday night. Facts. I'm off of work that night too. That's even beautiful.
Appreciate you, Jeremy.
Hit that outro, y'all.
Mic check 1, 2. Tell these rappers I'm outside, get them start acting up. Turning hoes to housewives and cleaning the ratchet up. Do it all from boom back to melody rap. If they gon' put you in the box, then you might as well pack it up. Bars having bars, no cap, I'm Attica, you a precinct. How y'all competing when y'all just decent? Your rhyme efficiency's like logic simplicity. Don't tell me how much that you black, cause I don't see it. That's it.